Hi, welcome in, y'all. So tomorrow, because I would plan on coming back live tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my last day on this loom. So yeah, so we're almost done. So I only got to do 4 more sections, and this is one of those sections that I'm in. So we won't have that much longer on this blanket, and then I'll be able to start the second one, and the second one won't be on live at all. So what we're gonna do next week, since we won't be on the blanket, because I don't want to start any more blankets while I'm working on that one. We're gonna be. I got some of this fiber. It's driving me nuts. I got fake spider webs in my shed, and yeah, it's getting on my nerves. But we're gonna be doing um twisted headbands next week, so that'll bring fall right on up in here. Like I promise, it will not be on live next week. We're gonna do twisted headbands. Hey Taylor, how you doing? Because I should be. I use live to kind of keep me going, keep me motivated, and everything. So with only having 4 sections left, which means 2 stripes per, I don't really need live anymore to keep me motivated. So I'm gonna go ahead and do twisted headbands next week. And I ended up going 7 feet with this blanket, so it's like way taller than I am. It's at 6 feet now, if I'm not mistaken, or almost at 6 feet. Pretty darn close to it. Try to make sure you guys can see. And pull it up. The design is shown. It's only black and red stripes. Thank you, Star. Gotta finish that side first. Oh, my bad, y'all. I normally keep the pen in there. I don't know why I keep fluctuating it all over the place. I think it's because this string is bothering me. Um, Snagged it a little bit. Hi, Yatunde. Let me put a stitch marker right here. See where I got any extra stitch markers at. I don't feel like going down the blanket, going down the side of the blanket to find one. But I do need to. I can buy five so it's easier to see. Hi, ice cream cat. It's going well. How you doing? 10, 15. I gotta do 10 more rows. Gotta do 10 more rows in this red. Thanks so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Awesome. Okay. Well, it's 8:09 here, so we're not too far behind. Hi, Cindy. Well, you came to the right place. 6:09. I wish it was 6:09 because that means I have a lot more time. I'm making a uh 5 foot by 7 foot blanket. Okay, Oregon. I'm in Arkansas. Hi, Pan. Okay, everybody in 909. Everybody in 909, I'm in 809. Oh, 205. Wow. I would be up during that time too. I'm a very late night person. I'm usually, if I don't take like a supplement for like what's that? I can't think of the word right now, but if I don't take something, no, it's just one sided. It stretches out to be 5 feet. But if I don't take some melatonin, that's what I was thinking of. If I don't take any melatonin or something like that to help me sleep, I will be up to about 3 o'clock in the morning on a normal day. You definitely need to, Jan. You just gotta do it. Don't think about it and just do it. Awesome. Okay. Cool. I wanted to do one of those. I crochet too, and I want to do one of those. But I only been crocheting for 3 years. I've been doing this for 10, and I wanted to do one of those beach. What is it? It's a beach cover up, but it's a I can't think of it right now. When I think of it, I'll tell you. Every time I want to say something. Okay, Pan, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. A mesh beach cover up. That's what I wanted to do. And it's more like full body instead of like that, like just partially covered. It will cover all the way up to the shoulders. It's one of those where you crochet one panel and then crochet the other half and then connect them, and like your arms, it's like a almost like a ruffle type opening on the sides. A slouchy. I don't know how to call it, because every time I look it up, nobody has like a name for it. They just call it a mesh cover up. But if you look up mesh cover up, there's a whole lot of images that come up for mesh cover up. So I don't really know what to tell you the name of the dress is, but I want to do one so bad. I don't blame you. I get it, Jan. I get it. That sounds so cute. Your Tunde. What colors are you using? I'm trying to get into like my Halloween era before Halloween is over with. Like I only got like 2 weeks to create some. I feel like I only have like 2 weeks to create some Halloween content, which I have, but I feel like I need a little bit more. Like I need to create a little bit more than that. Hi, Aisha. Ooh, that sounds nice. Some good fall colors. This is loom knitting. Excuse me, I meant to say this is looming, a form of knitting. Thank you. I should be done with it soon. So thank you, Sharonda. I'm almost at 6 feet, and I gotta get it up to 7. So I'm almost done with it. I'm making Christmas gifts, so that's the goal. My favorite colors are actually blue and green as well, and I like to do a lot of teal and turquoise because of that reason. So most of my yarn stash will be like blue or green. Mostly blue though. Like my old time favorite color is blue and then it's green. Then I like to mix in a little pink. Then I really like mint as well too. I feel like mint almost goes with anything. Almost. Okay, good night, your Tunde. I'm sorry. I hope you have a good one. Oh, thank you, Jan. Sometimes getting the stitches down is the most frustrating part about it. Make sure this goes down where it's supposed to. Okay, thank you, Jan. I appreciate that. Hi, Tashi. Every Sunday and Monday at this same time. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I snagged that a little bit. Next, tomorrow I'll still be working on this blanket to go ahead and finish it. I'm working on a blanket, 5 foot by 7 blanket. And then next, what I'll do next Sunday is we're gonna work on some twisted headbands. So if you guys are interested in that, we're gonna do knitted twisted headbands. I just gotta make sure I have the right some good old um what's that variegated yarn because I know it's not gonna be interesting to do a solid color. Awesome. Okay, good. Yes, it to me it is. It's easier on the wrist. But I crochet tight, so I don't know if that'll make any difference for you. So it does give me a break from crocheting on the wrist. Because I like making plushies, so I lean toward tightness. And even though I will make other projects too, but most of the time I'm enjoying making plushies. So I lean for doing tighter stitches. Welcome back. Working on this blanket, it normally takes me 4 to 6 weeks to make a blanket. I've been loom knitting for about 10 years. It really is to me. It's just the most uh the thing about it is it's very tedious. Most people find it tedious. So if you can get past like that annoyance, but I've gotten, because when I first started this, I used variegated yarn, so I tricked my mind into being like so at ease with it. So it just comes naturally now. So the thing is to use variegated yarn to help you get started. But once you do that, then you'll play more with solid colors. But it's easy. It's just that it's so many pegs. It's more tedious than anything. This blanket's gonna be 5 feet wide, and I'm working up to 7 feet long. So if you can get past the tedious part, it's like it works up like a breeze. And I normally do like detail blankets, and this one is like I'm. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm This is just a gift. So I didn't do everything that I normally would do on like a custom. So I'm just doing like all E-stitch, and then I'm gonna crochet the border because I felt like that would help me get the blanket done faster. Because I have to do two of these by Christmas time. Because I'm making one for each of my kids, and they both like red. Oh, that's awesome, Jan. Sometimes it be like that because I got a blanket that's really been on the loom for like 3 years. I'm gonna frog it though. Here on Facebook. I'm sorry. Here on YouTube, you can. There's a lot of videos for it. It's called looming, and it's a form of knitting. So when you search for it, you'll search for loom knitting tutorials, and I have tutorials and things on my channel too. So. And y'all, I'm dyslexic and have ADHD, so my brain is like working as I'm talking. So that's why I accidentally like said Facebook. So, so yeah, like it's on a 10, and I'm my the conversation like I'm having is more like at a 6. So yeah, it's speeding. Awesome. Okay. Now I will point out that because um I hope I just hope you do have the patience because a lot of crocheters tell me that they don't like this loom because or looming in general because they feel like they can do it faster, especially if you've been crocheting for like a really long time. They feel like they can work up a blanket faster on the hook than they can on here. So right, Sharonda. I mean, thank you. I mean, right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Right. My mind just yeah. Like I said, tonight I guess it's on one tonight. Some nights I have those nights where I just have to collect myself every often. Have to collect myself often. So I guess this is just one of those nights. Thank you, CT. This is looming. It's a form of knitting. Right, exactly. Exactly. Cuz I feel like with crochet I have to keep up with the count of stitches and everything. And on here, I don't always have to keep up with the rows because I really hate counting. I just did this because I couldn't stand and watch red the whole time, and my kids like red. So I was like, let me mix a little black in there to like not be looking at red the whole time. But that's what I was saying. I like doing this because I feel like I can sit up and have conversations. People can, distract me, and I can still do it like as I'm talking or get distracted of my mind wander and all this stuff. I just don't feel like I can do that with the knitting needles or crochet because I can work a little bit on the knitting needles, but I tend to frog a lot. Yeah, I got this from Amazon. Okay, Jan, thank you for hanging out with me. Hi, Monica. Yeah, so anybody want to have a conversation while I'm sitting working, they can ask about 50 times what I'm working on, what I'm working on. They can ask, like, how do you get started, all that stuff. As long as I don't have to do a demonstration, I can just kind of talk you through it. Whole conversation. I ain't never missed a beat. I can watch TV, whatever. I can just do it all, and I can set it down and forget it and be like, wait, where was I? Kind of stuff, and yeah, I'm able on the knit needles. If I drop a stitch and stuff, I can't figure out how to fix it. But on here, if I drop a stitch or I accidentally do something, I figured out ways to like fix it without having to start over. So, or sometimes I mess up, I just leave it there. I'm just like it's so detailed that you can't see that one little spot. So, yeah, it's called looming, Looming, and it's a form of knitting. And if you want to find the loom, it's on Amazon. It's called KB Afghan Loom. So I suggest that you get started with like you'll need a wrapping tool. The thing I'm using to wrap on the yarn, which is just an old clicking office pen. Any type of loom that you're wanting to get started on. But if you're wanting to do this, you'll need this, or you can use round looms. Round looms can make blankets too. You just have to use the 10 stitch method, or you can tube them and sew them together. So most looms can pretty much make a blanket. It's just you'll have to use different techniques, and that's about it. Wrapping tool, the loom, and they usually come with patterns, which you can just look on YouTube for all of that stuff too. I can't get the sound to come any higher. I'm sorry. No problem, CT. That would be something with YouTube. I can't get it to come any higher. I'm like directly very close to the phone. And usually on YouTube, you can pretty much hear everything that's going on in my shed, unless someone's playing music outside. That's when my voice becomes muffled because YouTube starts to tries to drown out the music, but there's no music playing, so I don't know why I sound a little muffled. Thank you, CT. Hi, Raquel. Hi, Sifting some soul. How you doing? Um, I just like to say that it normally takes me 4 to 6 weeks, but I've been really sick this week, so not sick this week. I've been really sick this year, and so it's really taken me a really long time than normal. So I don't really like to talk about how long it's taken me, but I've been on this one blanket since February, just to be honest about it. But normally it takes me 4 to 6 weeks to work on the blanket. So that is not indicative. I think that's how you say it. Of how long it typically takes to make a blanket. I'm doing good. That's good. You doing good, sifting some soul. No problem, Shanta. Hi, Nikki. I need to act like I got some. I'm running out of time because I would like to be really done with this blanket soon. This is like I haven't had a headache in a while now, a migraine. Like I'm wearing glasses now, and so I really haven't had a migraine in a while. It really is. It's very therapeutic. Hi, Chloe. Yeah, sometimes I do. I really only do like one a year because they take so long, and I lose a lot of interest in doing the really big ones. I make a lot of the baby ones for sure. Awesome, say la vida, and thank you. From Amazon, Davis, EK. I got it from Amazon. It's called KB Afghan Loom. I also have the link in my bio too, if that'll help. But it's called KB Afghan Loom. Thank you, Chloe. I appreciate that. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Having some acid reflux issues. There's the train. Thank you, Say La Vida. I hope you find something helpful. Right, right, sure would, CT. Do you have a wrapping tool, Roddy? Do you use a wrapping tool? Because I used to break. That's what used to happen to me. So I've been doing this for about 10 years, and I used to break looms all the time. Hi, Manga. I used to break looms all the time. So the wrapping tool helped out a lot with that. Like in the past 10 years, well, the past 5 years since I've started back, I've only broken a peg maybe 3 times. Yeah, yeah, that's what this is. I've only broken a peg like 3 times, and like that's saying a lot considering how much I loom it. So, um, but yeah, it's just an old clicking office pen. This one doesn't have an end on it, and you can use a straw as well. But I prefer the clicking office pen because you can take the tip off of it and do a between 5 up to a number 7 weight yarn, and then when you put the tip on it, you can do like a number 4 or smaller. So I like using these because I feel like they're they're adjustable, adjustable and a straw, you'll probably have to buy multiple types of straws, but I know a straw would be cheaper, so that's why I said maybe a straw. But the other thing about the pen, which most people have them in their house, so that'll be conveniently too, that it'll be cheap too. But the other thing about the pen is it'll be difficult to open. So if you have like any hand issues and stuff like that, you may want to go the straw route. But the pen is more sturdy and adjustable. Thank you, CP. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. No problem, Roddy. And I also use like this lazy Susan to like keep my blankets, keep from having to move my blankets or shift them around and everything. Because I have a pinched nerve in this shoulder, this where this hand is, and I have arthritis in my spine. So it keeps me from having to constantly be like shuffling the blankets. So that'll be a nice thing that you may want to add to it. Like I made mine, so it took me like no more than about 30 minutes to make it, and no more than about $50-$60 to make one. And it's good for I think it's good for crochet and loom knitting. Awesome. Okay, thank you, Roddy. I appreciate that. No problem. Okay, you working on some diamond painting? I still cannot. I bought some diamond painting stuff, and I still don't know what I did with it. Like, I'm very upset about it. I think I might have accidentally. I was cleaning up, and but part of me is like, why would you throw away like an open package? But I have so many packages in here, I just don't see myself throwing it away. But I still haven't found it, and it's been like a month since I bought it. So it came faster than I thought, and I think that's what threw me off. And so I just set it down, and I haven't seen it since. Cause I wanted to do some little flippies, and they were going to be coasters too. So I was like, gosh darn it. No, I am currently working on um a crochet Pokemon, a top hat, a I should be finishing up a Winnie the Pooh blanket, baby blanket. I'm also working on some bunny ears, some crochet bunny ears, and what else? Um, some crochet. Oh, I'm working on a punch needle coaster. So, so yeah, like I got like 5 projects going on right now. I was working on a top hat for Halloween, and then but it's like a miniature top hat. It's not like I'm making like a uber big one. And then I made some bunny ears for Easter, and then I just opened up the coaster set, so I'm making like some Mario coaster sets that are punch needles. So I'm working on quite a bit of things. That's also another reason why this blanket is taking so long because I'm always working on other stuff. I'm like, I need a break. I used to be able to like focus all my energy on like this one, but since I learned crochet about 3 years ago, it's really been hard to be like, oh, stop and work on the loom and still try to get the other stuff done. So most of the time, I only really work on the loom when I'm on live. I do crochet when I'm not on live. Right. I always got multiple projects going on. And then I got some I need to finish. So like this. Feeling like a little funny there. Hi. Art Mystified. I'm working on a 5 foot by 7 blanket. It's like this part of the yarn is very tight. Ooh, I hope that doesn't make a difference. It's thinner. It's like they were spinning it and then they did something. I don't know. It's bothering me. Hi. I just hope it doesn't make a difference. That's all I hope. Right, because you can feel that it's different. So I hope it doesn't make a difference. But I'm still gonna use it because I'm like I need. I'm not gonna buy no more yarn to replace this yarn. I'm already like in the hole for this yarn. I don't have money to be just spinning. Right, like I don't know like how you do this. It looks like it thickens back up, but it's weird that it's really like this in this one spot. Right, come on. I hung it up the other day, and I noticed like if you really focus in on it, the black yarn is two different densities. Like one of them is slightly lighter than the other, and I'm just like, that's so annoying. And I could have sworn I was using the same yarn, so I was like, Um, did I accidentally use yarn inspirations or red heart instead of mainstays? Because I've been trying to use mainstays because it's cheaper for the black yarn. So I'm like, it don't really make a difference. Right. And so, because I only spent like, I think like $3 on that black yarn. I'm just like, driving me nuts. Right, pieced it together. That is wild, Stephanie. That would have drove me nuts. But yeah, that does sound like it gave it some character that I would have liked it and agreed because, gosh, like it drives me nuts, and I have to talk myself out of like doing anything about it because I know in the long run it would make me even madder. So I'm just like, just leave it alone, just let it stay. No one will notice. Hi, Dimps. How are you doing? Welcome in. Especially with this being a gift, I'm like, they won't notice, they won't care. Thank you, because this is for my teenage son, so they really would highly like be the least likely people to pay attention to whatever is going on. Right, exactly. I still haven't brought myself to frog something from 3 years ago. Think I'm finna I don't think I can bring myself to frog something that I'm working on now. I've been telling myself for months now, I'm gonna frog it, I'm gonna frog it, and then I'm just like, all the work I put into that. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I need to crochet too. That's awesome. I hardly use the needles though. I'm mostly looming it. I said I was gonna pull my needles out before the end of the year, and I the more I talk about it, more maybe that'll get me to do it. So I don't know. I got high hopes. Oh, okay, cool. Now this one is very tedious. So um if you've been needle knitting for a really long time, you might not like this. I wasn't needle knitting for very long before I picked up the loom. So I would say probably like a couple of months, and then I wanted to make hats. And the round needles, circular needles, or however you call them, they confuse me. So I picked up the loom. This thing is catching on this table and it's gonna drive me nuts. Okay, this makes 20, so I gotta do 5 more to complete this section of red. Then I can change colors. Let me grab a stitch marker from behind here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Right, Sharonda? Oh, okay. Yeah. You might like this. I don't know. It depends on how fast you're going. But yeah, that you learned about the same time. I learned needle knitting around that same time, and I picked up crocheting about 3 years ago. So for me, it's like they're all pretty much the same pace for me. So I don't mind like switching between the three, especially since I have ADHD. So when I'm crocheting, I'm like I need a break, you know. I need a break, and I'll start loom knitting. Then when I need a break from loom knitting, I pick up crocheting. It normally takes me 4 to 6 weeks. So I know people be like, you take a break to, like, they don't understand the crafter. I will take a break from crafting one thing just to craft another. Right, exactly, exactly. And I would say work on baby. Do like if you're planning on doing it, use variegated yarn and work on a baby blanket first. Cause like my first time was like the full loom, and I didn't know you could make smaller stuff at the time, and I would have made something smaller. Hi, the best uni. But yeah, so use variegated yarn and make small stuff first. And also have a wrapping tool. What I'm using right now is just an old clicking office pen. And also use all e-stitch. That's what I'm doing right now. I can show y'all a baby blanket that where I use different stitches. So you can use different stitches on here. And you can use 6 weight yarn. So you don't have to use 4 weight, but that's all I use because I don't mind the time that it takes. So, but I have a wider gauge loom, and I can see that it's a little bit different with that section I was talking about. But I have a wider gauge loom where I use blanket yarn on, so Hi, Anna. Yeah, I can show the baby blanket. So this is the baby blanket. This is all easy, but I normally do like a border on the edge to keep the blanket from curling. So these are different stitches, and you can do them all on the loom. This one I don't have a border on it. I'm gonna take it off and then crochet a border. But you can do all the border on the loom as well to keep it from curling once you take it off. This is the baby blanket. So yeah. So I'll open it up in just a second. So you can turn it into a tube by connecting all the pegs, but I have these two pegs open because I get very excited. Thank you, Anna. I get excited and I'll start wrapping everything. So I used to leave one open, but then I accidentally connect them. So I like to leave two open just for extra caution. Thank you, Sister Soul. So then, leaving these two open makes the blanket open up and makes it wider. So if I were connecting them, the blanket would be like 2.5 feet wide. But so I'm gonna pull this over here and leaving those two pegs open. See, it got really long. But leaving those two pegs open lets it open up. So now it's about 5 feet. Uh, those two pegs, give or take, about 5 feet. But when I crochet the um the border, I'll be replacing that what I lost with those two pegs. And this is the middle of it. Like it's like having two S's together. Except you leave one open so that it'll open up some. But it opens up to 5 feet. Thank you, Anna. And this was what I was talking about with the curling, because I'm doing all E stitch. It curls up, so you have to learn how to do like that. How to do the border to keep it from curling. And when you crochet like a border on here, it'll straighten it out too. So that's why I'm not really messed up about that. This is a gift, so I'm just gonna, crochet the border to keep it from curling up. I'm gonna kind of situate it back to so I can roll it back up. It might take me a little minute, y'all, because the blanket is really long. All right, I think that's good enough. You gotta fold it in a certain way or it'll hang off the table. So that's why I'm being so particular about it. All right. See what did I do? And so I rolled it a little too tight, and it needs a little bit more room to drape across. All right. The finished side is 5 feet wide, and I'm working up to 7 feet long. This is actually my first time going up to 7 feet in this size yarn. The first time I did 7 feet was with blanket yarn and on a different loom, on a wider gauge loom, and it took me about 3 weeks to do. So that's that's the difference between this and using thicker yarn. So it took me 3 weeks to make this same size in thicker yarn. And if I normally do like a 5 foot by 5 foot blanket, and that takes me 4 weeks. But since I'm going up to 7 weeks, it took me about 6 weeks. So that's why I try to ask people: are you trying to work up a blanket fast, or even though you can put 6 weight on here too. I avoid it. I feel like if I use two different types of yarn, especially six, I have to adjust for the tension each time, so I just avoid doing it. I've been working on this since February, but uh, because I've been sick, and but doing a typical blanket, when I typically make blankets this size, it takes me 4 to 6 weeks. But I've just been really sick this week. I keep saying this week, this year, just been really sick this year. No problem, Lise. Uh oh. Thank y'all so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Hi, Rita. I have row markers or whatever right here. I count by fives, and so I have these right here to keep up. So I'm doing 25 in red and then 10 in black. So whenever I get to five, I just put a stitch marker right there. Thank you, Anna. And normally, I really don't like changing colors. So this is like, this is almost like out of my element type thing. Like I will do it for special occasions, but most of the time I'm gonna avoid um, any type of counting if I need to. Like I'll make a oh, thank you, Cindy. I'll make a baby blanket and I won't count anything on it. Like if it's variegated, I won't count it. I'll just be like, I'll let it get to a certain point, and I'm like, oh, that looks like it's getting very close to 3 feet. Then I measure it, and then I'm like, okay, I can kind of tell that I need about 25 more rows because I can kind of tell how many rows I need for so many inches. Excuse me. Let me get me something to drink. Maybe that'll help set up my acid reflux. I swear it gets me every time. And then with crocheting, I be adding and taking away stitches when I find out my count is off. So I'm like, nah, we not finna frog this. We just gonna add a couple here and a couple there. We gonna kind of even it out so that the stitches can be back right. So when you start the next row, I'm trying to think. Hold on, just a second. So you wrap it and you go back. So for me, I just try to do it as quick as I can. You may want to like knit off every so often to keep it from jumping off, but I just try to wrap it as fast as I can to get back to the starting point and then knit it off so that it doesn't jump off. But that just takes some practice. That's actually normal. Right, I swear it was like, I put too many. I was like, let's add one right here, and then let's add one at the end. Cause well, by the time you realize you'd made it to the end of the row, so I'd be like, okay, well I got two more stitches left, and I got like four to put on here. So let's just go and put two right here, and then put two in this next. But I love, love, love my crocheting. I love making plushies. Like this, like my favorite thing. So yeah, it'd be great. Um, are you crocheting it, sipping some soil? Right, definitely common and very convenient to take it everywhere. Now my son won't let me take it to the football games. He he side eyes me for taking him to the football game, so I just be there twiddling my thumbs and doing my social media stuff. I do I would have did the border with the blanket and there would have been a garter stitch. So I don't like do like the whole east. I don't do the whole blanket and then put the border on. I do it all on the loom. So but on here, if you're talking about me crocheting, I'm gonna do like a double crochet border on it once I finish it. I got you sipping some soil. Oh yeah, Sharonda. That's another thing about freehanding. Thank y'all so much for the likes. Hi Karen. Oh, ugh, 20 rows back. Mm, I don't know. I don't know, but I get it though. I done frog something before, and I almost cried. I almost cried while frogging it. Cause I frogged it because I felt like the stitches weren't loose enough. Cause I was making like a hooded type scarf thing. I'm about to knock my computer down with this blanket. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I get it. I get it. I think I might have to make the kids another hat because their hat is looking a little too bulky for their locks. Thank you, Karen. Oh, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. You should like it. I'll be like, I'm not a good. I will enable the heck out of crafters. I'm always saying you should. You should definitely should. Hi, Jacqueline. Thank you. I'm always enabling. Like, yes, do it. Thanks so much for the likes, y'all. Appreciate it. I need to be. I think this is row 3. I should only have about 2 more rows to do. Thank y'all for the likes. And then I'm gonna get off live and go and crochet me another plushie I got in my mind. I hope I can do it, and I hope it don't require a lot of frogging. No, that's not 3. That's 2. Gosh darn. Oh, that sounds nice. Not I've doubled up yarn before, but it hasn't been on this loom or the other loom I have about this size. I have done like hits and where I doubled up the yarn, where I did mint and like a dark brown. Oh, thank you, Sheree. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good night. Thank y'all so much for the likes. Yarn this skein is getting very loose. I need to grip it a little bit more. It's gonna be loose on that side a little bit. Thank you, Sheree. Um, it depends on you. Um, I'm not crazy for doubling up the yarn. So it just depends on the person. I say if it works for you, don't question it. Trust the process. And especially if it's your first one, definitely leave it. So if you're experimenting, follow through with it. If you end up not liking it, then because I tend to like other people doubled up yarn, but I don't like mine. So so it just depends on you know I because I'm much more critical of myself than I am other people. There's like, oh, that's cute. And I'm like, they doubled up their yarn. That's cute. And then I'm like, I look at my double up yarn. I'm like, I don't really like that. Hi, Kelly. I've been doing good. How are you doing? Yes, I'm so excited. I'm trying not to turn all my content into punch needle work now, because when I say I am very interested in it. It is not hard. Like if I picked up on something the first day, I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be my thing. Thanks so much for the likes. And I already got a butterfly one back there that I've had since my last birthday, since around the time of my last birthday. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you are recovering well and as quick as you need to. I hope it's yeah. Thank y'all so much for the like. I hope it ain't got you out of commission too bad. That's good. Amen. Thanks so much for the likes, y'all. Appreciate it. I'm trying to run through this last little section I have of this red so I can try to change colors before I get off live. Oh, thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. Uh oh. Awesome. Okay. I'm thinking about getting into plarn. I got a lot of bags I've been collecting, I'm ready to do some plarn. Hopefully, I at least got about 50 bags, so it'll actually make something. I know that's not like a hobo blanket, but it just reminded me that I'm ready to get into some plarn. I got all these bags I've been collecting. And I saw something online that said, because I was curious about whether I could color it, they said to use some permanent markers, but I don't know if I want to go through all that. Excuse me. Ooh, queen size. I don't think I've done a queen size. It's gonna be nice. All right, that is definitely three. Okay, Sharonda, thank you for hanging out with me or with us. I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your night. Y'all got about 30 more minutes. Okay, see you tomorrow. Awesome. Ooh, now I wish I had one of those. I'll be bulk knitting the mess out of some stuff. Thank y'all so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Hmm. I need to look that up. But that's my goal to like work up toward a flat bed. Cool. What's the unusual stitch? I remember this is my next to last row of this red. See if I can go a little. it without snagging yarn. Um, no, I'm these little. I use these and I section them into fives. So that's why I've been using. Cause after about 5 stitches, 5 rows, um, the rows be harder to count. So I just stop at 5 every time. But I have to remind myself because especially if I'm talking, I keep, I keep rapping. And if I accidentally go an extra row over, I'm not gonna take it apart. I'm just gonna go ahead and change the color. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. Ooh, now that's gonna be different. I've been wanting to do the popcorn stitch because I want to do some. I want to finally move away from most of my projects being E stitch. It is usually E stitch mixed with something else, and I want to move away from most of it showing like E stitch. I've only done one other project where I did like a type a braided type thing, and I think it took so much out of me that I said I'd never do it again. But I'm itching to like have different designs and stuff, so I'm gonna try to get away from it. 10 years. I'm more like if it's not broken, don't fix it. If I can make a lot of stuff with each stitch, I'm pretty much not. I have to talk myself into doing other stuff because I feel like I can do it. A lot of stuff with the e stitch, so I'm trying to get over that, like move past that. Yeah, I'll try that too. I just really need to get out of doing e stitch all the time. But it's just like it's so easy, and that's what always gets me. It's just like, oh, just do an e stitch because it's just gonna be, you know, you sit down, just wrap the pegs real quick. With other stitches, you can't wrap the pegs like you wrap with e stitch. So that was a rude awakening for me. The only other stitch that you could use the pin on is like a figure 8 stitch, and it's double knitting. But that's only really with long looms. So that's the only other way you can use the pin. But other than that, everything, if you're not doing each stitch or a double knit stitch, figure 8 double knit stitch, then you're using your hand the whole time. Okay, this is my last row of red. last row red. Let me double check and make sure I'm right. It's four. Right, right. That's 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 like next on my list. It's like either a sweater or a cardigan. Even if I can make like a texture type or a different stitch on the twisted headband, that'd be nice. Cause I know it's a small project, so it'll kind of like get me a little interested into it. So you can make sweaters, cardigans, tube dresses, scarves, hats, tube socks, cows. Yes, I remember you, Jan. Right, right. Kelly. I always wanted that. It's a sock knitting machine that I really wanted. It's really awesome. I've always wanted one of those. Maybe that'll be the next thing I do because maybe it won't be as cost as much as a flatbed. I don't know. Yes, of course I remember you. So go in there. Cut, cut, cut. From Amazon. It's called KB Afghan Loom. I also got the link in my bio. Well, link in my link tree up there at the top of my channel. I can go ahead and cut this yarn because this is just gonna be more so annoying than it is gonna make me happy that I still have it connected. I'm just double checking that I have four here instead of three because I make my own self upset. And I try to leave it long enough so that I can thread it back. But I think the more I think about it, I'm just gonna crochet. My son used to play Roblox. He hasn't played it. He was telling me today he haven't played it in a while. But I'm thinking about just tying it in a knot and just crocheting over it instead of like trying to hide it. It's a little net in here. It's driving me nuts. Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind, Kelly. Well, he said he doesn't play it anymore. He was saying something about it glitching or something. I haven't seen him play it in about a month. My one of my sons, cause I gotta make a second one, so they'll both get one for Christmas. They both like red. Their dad likes red, so it's just like and their dad likes red and black, so I'll just put black in it, cause I definitely won't put no white in it. So they're both getting red and black blankets. Oh, thank you, Jan. Y'all got about 15 more minutes. And if you're interested in hanging out with me in another live, yes, I'm wearing compression gloves. They are, I have to always wear these because I tend to get like this pinky right here is the worst. So when I don't wear them, it actually does like that carpal tunnel type stuff in it. So these are Neo G. I got them from Walgreens, but you can get them from Amazon as well. So yeah, and this is the arm with the pinch nerve. So I definitely have to like wear it. Yeah, I'm gonna be live tomorrow. Um, I think I think the last time I did like a 5 foot by 5 foot, it was like probably about 80. I would like to say about 80 or 85 hours, somewhere around there. I hope you are too, Jan. So this is my first time making like the going up to 7 foot. So I really honestly don't even know how many hours it took me on it because I've been it's such a whirlwind that I've just been like, let's just sit down and make it, because you want to do this like really bad. So I've been trying not to keep up with the time. I've just been buying yarn and making, buying yarn and making. Whenever I can afford the yarn, I buy like just a skein, one or two skeins at a time. And I bought like the blackest mainstays because that's cheaper than Red Heart, and that's in Walmart. And that's about all I have for like a craft store is Walmart. Or except buying stuff online, but I don't really like buying yarn online. I need to see it in person and I need to feel it. So I've had a couple of hiccups with buying plush or blanket yarn online lately that I'm like, I need to be in person to get this yarn. So I've been like a yarn snob. Because I would like absolutely refuse to use it if it doesn't come like the way I feel like it should feel. Yeah. So, well, I need to buy like buy a flatbed for like that extra convenience of not having to go through all this. So I definitely know it takes like about twice as or whatever, 3 times as long, but you know it's all about the money thing. What do I do with those needles? What do I do with those needles? Needles. I don't know what I do with the needles. Oh, I did put both of them. Especially since I don't know, it's like not knowing the difference because you haven't had the experience. Because some people like it takes them an hour and a half, like on the knitting machine, to make a on those round knitting machines to make a hat, and for me it take about 4 hours. So I just do. I'm always like extra time. Thank you, Kelly. But hopefully one of these days. It depends on what I get so stuck in, because I'm all over the place right now. Thank you, Jan. I'm all over the place with crafts that I don't know. I don't know how you know. I gotta figure out how to work up to getting me one though. Honestly, and I need to fix my shed up too. I need to get more organized back there before I buy something big. I just bought me a little blow up couch. But I think that'd be pretty awesome. I really like to do that. Really like to get a flatbed. Like seriously. But it takes me 4 hours. I'm also using red heart yarn, so that'll probably be like the determining factor too. But yeah. Okay, so this is how you change colors. It's just as simple as that. Create a slip knot, put it on that peg you want to change colors at, and that's it. And I got to add in the centro, so I refuse to put like a screwdriver or a drill on my machine, so that's it takes me a minute. And I'm so particular about stuff, y'all. I will like obsess over stuff, and then before I realize it, 30 minutes has passed, and it's like didn't have to obsess over that one little spot, but and I'm hardly ever in Hobby Lobby, so that's probably what I just need to go and do. But I love this yarn. Because I worked with it before. I hope that's relaxing, Jan. Yeah, I got about 5 more minutes, so this is like my last row. Ooh, that's a little tight. Then I need to pack up some stuff so I could take go crochet in the house. I just don't want to be out of the house long. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to, cause I've heard so many people suggest yarns over the years that I just be like, which one really works? And they always say this yarn works, this yarn works, this yarn works, and I'm just, I don't know. I don't be want to just keep buying yarn because they say it works. I need to know. But if you say just that one yarn, not that's what I'll try. Cause I actually I love this yarn. Yeah, I just got 5 more minutes. And I forgot to put my phone on the charger. I am gonna finish this roll though. I know I don't know can't remember how long it's gonna take me. It usually only takes me about 5 minutes. No more than 5 minutes. Hopefully I'll be in a good mood in the morning and I get up and knock a couple of these rows out. Yeah, yeah. So, do you sell your sweaters on Etsy or anything like that? I got three minutes. Oh, okay, okay. Do you do craft fairs or you just do custom? I'm trying to figure out if I get this flatbed, I need to try to make it back, make some of the money back. That's why I'm asking all these questions. Cause you got me so tempted to get a flatbed. I gotta give me an emotional support animal first, though. Oh, okay, I got you. So you just mostly donate your thing. But I am so tempted to like do that. Yeah, like I have a pinched nerve over here. So yeah, I definitely feel you on that, Jen. So yeah, or Jan. So um, I have a pinched nerve and arthritis in my neck. So I try not to like overboard. Usually I used to go live for like 3 hours at a time. So I've had to like drop that 1 hour because like right now my shoulder's starting to like be knotty. Okay. That's even better. I like that. That's awesome. I get that. I like that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and thank you, Jen. I'm gonna go ahead and head off of here. I will be back tomorrow at the same time between 8 p.m. Central to 10. I hope to see you guys again, and I'll be finishing up this blanket. Tomorrow will be the last day that I put this blanket on live. It was good seeing you too. This tomorrow will be like the literally. I'm so serious. I would not put this blanket back on live after tomorrow. So, thank you, Jan. Hoping to see you tomorrow too. So, yeah. So, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And yeah, I'm peacing out. Thank you, ma'ams. Thank you, Jan. Bye, y'all. Have a good one.